I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. I was I guess you get old, your body lets you know. I was feeling a little dehydrated,
Uh,
so
Mm.
I'm a straight water today, man, because I was just kind of I wasn't feeling right. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. Well, Easy Ray ain't gonna say nothing, but since he ain't, I will. Man, y'all keep Easy Ray in your prayers. He actually just come from the hospital. Was it today that you got out?
Yeah, no, yes, last night.
Okay. So, without going into too many
Well,
details,
no, it was today.
you know, uh, being that we're alive, but he'll let you know what's up, but definitely keep Easy Ray in your prayers. He rip and
Definitely.
run, but he's human too, as much as he do all that ripping and running. Uh
Mhm.
Out there being fast. Done got
Somebody got to do it.
yeah, and he the
I hope
one.
you get to feeling better, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely feel better. But with that being said, man, y'all already know what time it is. It's time for us to talk our talk. I see B Rock, he already got the towel and shit around him because he's ready to go 12 rounds.
Nigga, I got a robe on.
Oh, that's a roll.
Wait,
I
is
got
that
my.
the
I
Ralph
told you.
Lauren one?
I wouldn't
No,
lie. I
that look
told you
like
I got
melodica.
my house coat. I got my house coat on, man. I'm chilling, and this is my. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I feel more so than
Boy.
I already do. Coat.
Right. I hear you. I hear you.
You-
Uh, so we gonna talk our shit. Yeah, it's this is a special edition type show because normally we go live. We do our shows and air on Sundays, but we done found a groove with this Thursday night thing, man. And so with that being said, man, I'm gonna turn over to Brock. We go, introduce everybody. Do what you do, baby.
What's good, y'all? I appreciate y'all tuning in. We the Petty Crew, as you all know. And we come on here every Thursday, or just anytime we go live. We're gonna be on here to tell you, just what's going on in recent news, but really just to talk our shit and give our views on it. So that said, I am B Rock. You can follow me at Brock is Great on all social media platforms. I'm your host of the Petty Crew. And I want to throw it to the rest of my crew. Easy Ray, man. Go and tell the people what's up, man.
Hey, this is Easy Ray, aka Daddy for the ladies. Um,
I'm glad you specified.
I'm here to make y'all laugh. I'm here to make
Yeah,
y'all laugh.
clearly,
That's it.
Indeed,
clearly.
indeed. Glad to have you back, Easy Ray, man. April, my favorite white girl, my favorite white black girl. Go on, talk to us. What you got, baby?
What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all doing all right, especially those in the DFW area. It look like it's out there acting bad. And I'm just got through finished cooking. I'm laying down tired.
Indeed, indeed. And last but not least, the one and the only, Dallas's own Boss Hog. Say what's up to the people,
Yes,
man.
yeah. Listen, uh, I am Boss Hog, aka the Bow Tie Bandit, aka Big Red. Uh, we gonna have a great show today. I'm ready to talk that shit. You can find me on Facebook at my government name, Stephen Hayes. Boss Hog will be in parentheses. Uh, we're going to get the petty crew out the way before we get it started. You can go to any one of the social media websites and look up The Petty Crew, Facebook, The Petty Crew, Instagram, The Petty Crew, Twitter, The Petty Crew One, and follow us on all of our little, platforms and shit. I'm ready to get this party started, man. Oh, and real quick, want to give a shout out to our other co-host who's checking in. Honey, what's good, honey? We want to definitely say what's up. We got uh let's go, Brave. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so we got a few topics for y'all. One we gonna talk on. We in DFW. We gotta talk on it, even for those couple Cowboys haters that we got on the crew. Everybody gotta have some. But
Okay.
that being
Yeah.
said, we gotta talk about our man Michael Irvin. Whether you a Cowboys hater or not, you most people kind of low key like Michael Irvin, as crazy as he may be.
Yeah.
Um, that said, Mike got a lot going on right now, man. He has some alleged sexual misconduct allegations that were going on for those of you who didn't hear. Apparently, he was at a Marriott hotel, was having a discussion with a young lady who happened to be an employee. Some words were exchanged from everyone in the surrounding area, including people who were within an earshot of the conversation. All seemed innocent, um, and you can't really see if it was anything from the security footage either. But the lady later complained about some inappropriate exchanges in language between the two of them once her and Mike parted ways. Um, and she took that to Marriott management, who in turn asked Mike to leave the hotel. And it has spiraled into where we are now, where there have been multiple lawsuits. First, Michael Irvin had $100 million lawsuit against Marriott. Then he dropped the lawsuit and has since refiled the lawsuit for defamation of character, and they're currently in court now, going through all this stuff. But again, long story short, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that can be gathered from the footage because there's no audio, and the witnesses are all saying that the conversation was innocent. So for that's just a little brief catch up for those who haven't heard of it. So, crew, what y'all got, man? What do y'all think about this? Is this lady, and I'm not trying to victim blame here for anybody who has ever been through something, but was this an attempt at a money grab? Was Marriott wrong to just jump on board with their employee and be so quick to, have Mike leave the premises without any proof of anything? But what are y'all thoughts on this?
Well, I watched the video and I'm wondering what Michael's legal team expect for the viewers to, get from the video, because me watching what was released, I mean, you still don't really know what really happened, and more of her complaint seems more or less like a he say, she say. Uh, so do I think if it does go to court, do I think Michael Irvin will be found guilty? Not at all, because nobody there can really testify and say he was doing whatever it is she says she was doing. And secondly, uh, it wasn't a money grab. I find it strange and that it happened right around the Super Bowl. It messed up his money
Right, right.
because literally he was said to, be a part of the Super Bowl, broadcast team. And
Hmm.
then bam, all of a sudden this situation happens. But then naturally in a reaction removed uh Irving.
From
So
all
that means
networks,
yeah, so that
that
means
he was
he didn't
affiliated with.
collect the check. You followed me?
Right. So when
So
I say money grab, I'm talking about from the lady, like a settle out of court type of thing.
no, because I don't think he's gonna get found guilty. So I don't see him settling for anything he didn't do. I mean, especially if Mike Irvin.
Yeah,
That
that's
nigga,
true.
if he's gonna be solid about whatever it is he's talking about. So, you know, uh, I just don't see her gaining anything from this.
She ought to gain a fucking charge because there's false allegations. If they start making more harsh punishment for bitches who lie like this,
Ooh.
then there would be more women being that wouldn't be, that would come forward and be believed because they know the consequences if found that they are making shit up. And, as a mother of two boys, even though I do have a daughter, you know, um, it scares me because people do stupid shit like this. And I feel like the punishment should fit what he would have got,
Right, right,
because no amount of money can change your reputation. Your
Right.
reputation is worth more than anything. Hell, I can say so and so got herpes, whether they got it or not.
it's out
It's the
there.
fact, it's sustained, and it's
Yeah,
and people gonna always have something to say about it. And I just feel like the shit just it's not right, and I feel like charges and he should be compensated because she cost that man money for him
A
not being
lot of
able
money.
to go to the Super Bowl. And I don't understand why the fuck the Marriott called the NFL just because it was Michael Irvin. They wouldn't have called regular Michael Irvin's job.
Right.
Yeah, but the Marriott claims they called the NFL because the Marriott has a deal with the NFL. This is a former player, Hall of Famer, and he's affiliated with NFL
But they
Network.
don't have a deal
I
with ESPN, which is who
I
he was
agree.
contracted through.
I agree. I'm not believe me. I'm not saying I agree with
Right,
their methods. I'm just saying that's the reason that they put out.
right. And it's just too many bitches that's getting away with false allegations like this. I think of the football player, well, he was a football player, Brian Banks. He was uh, a prospect. He was getting looked at and scouted in high school, and this girl, and she wasn't white, she was black. She said that he raped her, and they they came to his house, arrested him, and basically convicted him. He was facing 40 years and he served 5. And then in 2012, this bitch had the audacity to reach out to him through Facebook and apologize. And then so he hired a PI, and they video recorded her saying that she made it all up. And the school district awarded her family like 1.5 or $2 million.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and I'm just like, that's bullshit because y'all did there was no evidence. Only thing that was true was that I guess he was near the bleachers with her or some shit when she claimed all of that took place, but there was no evidence. There was no tangible evidence that could convict him, and they charged him as an adult, and he was only like 16, and ruined that man's life forever.
Well, this remind me of when the Me Too movement was really moving,
Mm-hmm.
and you had all them, all of a sudden you just heard all the allegations, folks coming from job is, Donovan McNabb lost his broadcasting position. I mean, I'm thinking about all of them now.
Right. It's like, do they need to walk around with a damn body cam?
In
Yeah.
cases where, for instance, old dude from the morning show where he was found guilty because he was recording women, I get
You
that.
talking about Matt Lauer?
Yeah, I get that right now. But everybody else that was like with the Donovan McNabb, you heard somebody say they screamed something happened. They let him go. You ain't heard nothing about it. You ain't heard nothing about him. Lawsuit against him. It went to court, but he lost his job, and
Right.
so I'm not gonna lie that this really makes me feel some type of way because as a black man, I understand the history of black men having to be responsible or be what's the word I'm looking for? Accused,
Right.
but again, actually innocent. I mean,
Right. But
we
it's more so it's almost like you guilty until proven innocent as opposed to innocent until proven guilty.
correct, and then like April said, you know, uh, all it takes is somebody put it out there. It don't matter if it's true or not. It's out there,
Right.
and so cause I'm just saying,
And the public and the media makes it worse because they'll report the shit all incorrect with, and to feed you into thinking like before all this camera shit came out with Michael Irvin, everybody was condemning him. He's a cokehead, he does cocaine and all this shit. So you
right,
still gotta prove to me that this nigga did this shit.
I mean,
right.
Mike actually confessed to that nigga did do a lot of coke, but but
I mean, and he ain't denied it. So if he ain't denying that he did coke, shit.
right. I mean, he played and it worked out for him. He played quite well on it.
Yes,
He was not afraid to go across the middle at all.
yes. I
Easy
mean,
Ray. What you
Hey,
think, man?
hey.
I mean, you from Philly, and I know you. If anybody hate the Cowboys, you do. Talk to us.
Well, I don't even have an opinion on football. I'm all basketball, but I think that any person that loses their livelihood or even part of their livelihood because of allegations, first off, you lose it before it's even been proven.
Right.
Right.
So that's the worst part. They don't even wait to find out the verdict before
Right.
you cancel.
Right.
Right.
Once they find out what actually happened, that somebody need to be held accountable. Money need to be coming out of your check for the rest of your life. Something. Because
Yeah.
he
Well,
lost a lot of money over this.
Oh yeah. So does Me Too? Because you brought that up, boss. Does Me Too apply to the person being accused as well? Because I mean, we talk about the
you
Me
mean
Too movement,
can the
And
innocent
it should be called Me Also.
right? Me
Mm.
also. Can we flip the Me Too to Me also? Me as well.
right?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the ones that are innocent. Yeah, they can say it's me too. Yeah, I done posted. I made a status like that and put
And
me
then
too.
I
I
just
mean,
think about the guy
me
that
too.
got busted raping the girl outside, what was it, behind a dumpster or some shit, and the judge gave him 90 days because he was in college.
What
Oh wow.
Y'all remember that? He went
hell
to
no?
Stanford. He went to Stanford. He was actually caught in red-handed raping the girl. I think she was drunk or something. And the judge said that he's in college and didn't want to ruin his life
Yeah,
and career, and he only got 90 days.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
The
real quick.
craziest thing.
Where was Me
Listen,
Too on that?
This was in 2019. They
Yeah.
were well aware.
He
I
said he
don't know,
didn't want to
but
ruin the rest of his life for him making one mistake.
Right.
yeah,
Of raping.
yeah. I will say this for those that are
Hell.
tuning in, man. If you don't know, we're talking about Michael Irvin again. Michael Irvin around the Super Bowl was accused of inappropriate behavior and a couple other things that this woman at a Marriott hotel alleged that I guess he said or did. Any case, fast forward, uh, his own job told him, well, you can't do the Super Bowl. We're going to have to
Right.
pull you from that. In that, the result of that, I mean, that's a check that he didn't get, which I'm sure was going to be pretty nice. And
Right.
so since
Shit,
then,
I don't care if it was $2. It was his, and they
Well,
robbed him of it.
right. And then I wanna just put this with the check thing because we keep saying the Super Bowl, but let's remember, yeah, he was scheduled to be with ESPN for the Super Bowl, but he also works for NFL Network, so he wasn't able to cover the combine or anything.
Oh
He
yeah.
right,
done missed a couple checks.
yeah, because he's not working, and so like I said, it's I said I was gonna try to be nice moving forward, and so
For what?
I'm gonna pass on what I'm thinking.
Oh
I'm,
no
I'm
no
gonna
no no
let
no 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 no
I'm gonna
sir!
let
I
April
got my
be.
bathrobe on. You can't
It
pass.
just reminds me. It's basically Emmett Till. If this was 1947, they be done hung and killed Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
We be talking about him in past tense.
yeah, and I didn't even want to mention that, even though I thought about it, because I mean, blaming a black man, for something that he didn't do, uh, I don't think people understand the psychology behind it. Also,
And the history, it started
yeah,
from the birth of a
yes,
nation when they was
yeah,
painting themselves in black face and
yeah,
saying the black man was raping the white women and shit like that.
right. And so, it, again, like I said a couple of shows ago, everybody just don't care. You got those that do, who see things a little bit deeper than the surface, and then you
Right.
just have those who are just surface, and they don't want to see it for nothing else. But in all, I'm gonna say as a black man, I hope Michael Irvin is found innocent. I mean,
Well, he definitely gonna be found innocent from that tape. And my thing is, they had the tape, so why in the hell did y'all not look at the tape before y'all put all this shit out here? Because
they
any
don't,
Supposedly
you
they
know,
did. Supposedly they looked at the security tape and then went to Michael's room, and because he was staying in the hotel,
right.
right,
and they went and went to his room. I wouldn't go as far as to say they forcibly removed him, like physically grabbing him up and removing him, but they told him, "Hey, you got to leave. You have to leave the premises," and made him leave. Check out and leave the hotel. Um, and this was like a few hours. It was like in the middle of the night, a few hours after their encounter, apparently.
now ain't this the same chain that had to pay out the white lady that had hidden cameras in her room? Or was that Hilton? It was one hotel chain that lady, I want to say she works for ESPN or some I forgot her name, but she was awarded like a few millions
I
because
think
apparently they had some man had got into her room and put hidden cameras off in her room.
An
mm,
employee, a hotel
yeah,
employee.
No, she was a guest. But
No,
she
no,
worked
I
for
mean the person with the
oh,
cameras.
I don't know if he was an employee. I don't think he was in. No, he was. I think he was a guest because I think his room was probably, I think, on the same floor or next
Oh
door,
wow.
but he somehow got into her room and installed hidden cameras. And but I know she worked for one of the news, ESPN or CNN, one of them ends.
all right.
That's crazy. Well, if you put cameras in my room, you're gonna be in for a show. I'm gonna come in
That's,
and I walk around naked in flip flops the
that's
whole time
right.
I'm in the room. So
Listen,
hey,
Dancing, dancing, dancing.
exactly,
He's stupid.
exactly,
so
exactly. Just a swinging around, and this thing hang
He
like it
was.
ain't got no. This thing hang like it ain't got no curfew. So.
I'm not finna play with you. But
But man,
yeah, this is dangerous. That's a dangerous
yeah.
situation to be in because had it not been a camera that caused all of this shit, he could be facing time behind this
Definitely.
shit.
I hope he win that money he's trying to get.
Hell yeah, he
yeah,
should have
Yeah.
went for. I was sued for every damn penny they got it invested in. I want everything. I want
He's a,
everything. I want this bitch to go to jail, and I'm gonna sue her civilly for false allegations. She
What,
gonna pay me too.
what's the
what you
name of
say?
the hotel chain? Marriott.
It's
It was a
Marriott.
Marriott.
Change it to Michael.
It be called Michael
Hell,
Irvin Lot.
okay.
Indeed, man. I think moral of the story, man, at the end of the day, with all of this going on out there, one, we got to be careful, fellas, and ladies for that
Yeah.
matter. If you're in the public eye in general, but just at the end of the day, it doesn't take much for you to end up, jammed up by the law. All it takes for somebody to say you did something, and you could be going through something similar. So just watch what you're doing, man. And keep your
And
hand
know
on the
the
swivel, cause
difference between sexual harassment and just a touch on the elbow, because now we want to compare that little scene that's been floating around of Snoop Dogg on what is it, the TV show BMF, where he touched the lady on her thigh. That could be considered sexual harassment. That's
well,
or
honestly,
assault.
in today's day and age, language can be considered sexual harassment.
Exactly.
So
Well,
it
yeah.
doesn't even,
yeah.
it's
Or should
funny
I
to
say
me.
assault, because it's the difference, harassment and assault.
It's funny to me, and I'll leave it here. But this is just my observation that it's only considered harassment depending on who it comes from. Now, on top of that, initially you probably say, "Duh, of course it's who it comes from," but you know, a dude could walk up to a woman and be like, "Hey, I think you're beautiful," blah blah blah. Oh, you're harassing me. But then
Hmm.
the right dude comes up and says the same thing, and it's like, kiki kiki, So
Hmm.
just if you're gonna yell harassment, just keep the same energy and just whatever you think is inappropriate, keep that the same. Don't aim that shit just because of the person who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it
yeah,
didn't even really say. It sounded like from what the witnesses were saying. Mike may have made an advance in the sense of, hey, you a pretty girl, some shit like that. But I mean, fine, you didn't want it from Mike, but if it was whoever the fuck you wanted it from, would it still be considered the same? You can't even you're nervous to even compliment a person nowadays.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My son
So
actually got in, well, not in trouble, but they called me because he told a girl that she looked good. And I was like, is y'all calling me and school ends in 45 minutes because he said a girl looked good? I was like, well, what was he supposed to say? I said, well, did he say her ass look good? Her titties look good? What? They said, no, he just complimented and said she looked good. Well, we can't say that. I said, well, what was he supposed to say? She looked nice. I said, well, y'all need to teach these girls the difference between a compliment and cat calling or whatever the hell
Yeah.
they call it or whatever. I said, because saying she looked good or look nice, I said nice and good, that's pretty much the same adjective.
Yeah.
And so I just thought it was so weird. So I told him, don't you say shit else to her. Don't
Yeah.
say nothing else to her, because I don't need no kind of problems.
that's a
I
damn
don't
shame.
even give compliments. I just do like this, and I just take it from there.
You
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sign language. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. All right, easy. If you didn't say he do sign language.
Do this or do this. Let me know something.
Yeah.
Right.
He gonna sign.
But the NFL are quick to ride for the bitch too, because that pisses me out. It reminds me of my no longer running back Ezekiel Elliott when he got jammed up at the beginning of his career and got what was it, benched for 8 games. And he wasn't even
yeah.
they withdrew the charges because the girl that falsely accused him, her friend dropped dime and said that she showed text messages of the girl plotting to set Ezekiel up
Yeah.
to get her titties and ass done.
Yeah. I mean,
easy
know,
target.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's kind of how that
But
goes.
if they quit trying to approach every
Yeah.
bitch that'll give them attention, they wouldn't be in these situations too.
What, you say
So
that again?
I'm
Go
smiling in these
ahead.
bitches, every bitch face that walk past them, they wouldn't be in this situation. They don't even take time to get to know people. And
Yeah.
now here it is, you getting charged with this bullshit.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a couple things to you. I think every man on this panel is 40 or older, so
Right.
we understand that now. We probably understood it in our 30s. Now, I'm not giving any excuses. However, I will say this: how old was Zeke when he first came in the league? 21, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20,
Man,
21.
I was running around like a dog with the pink thing hanging out. Yeah, like so. I mean, seriously,
I
you
mean, I
telling
get it.
these
But
dudes are, I mean, it's being thrown at them
Yeah.
left and right. I mean, let's just be real. You a millionaire. You in the NFL. You 22, 23 years old. Pussy is falling out the air like rain.
That's it. Yeah.
You're gonna get hit.
Yeah, but
Right.
you know something, the way things, that's true, but the way
but
things
they
are
know
now,
this.
you got to be more mindful
You
now.
have to.
You
I
know the
agree.
setup is coming. It's coming.
But that's
Yeah.
where you have a team. That's where because I'm not expecting the rookie to always be able to maneuver around it. But damn it, you got to have a team to kind of reel your ass in every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where the team comes into play. You got to have a team that really really got your back, even more so than you have your own back sometimes.
Right.
Right.
And I mean, before we keep it moving, it just makes it hard. And I've said that before, like on another show. It just makes it hard now for men, because they like, damn, you can't speak now. I mean,
Can't.
shit. We after a while we ain't gonna be able to even look at each other in the eyes.
Oh no,
So
that's harassment.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
So
hold the door open for a motherfucker, it might be harassment.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It just this type of stuff just make it harder. Like, damn, man. And I mean it is what it is. I like I said, I'm wishing the best for Michael, Irvin, because there's really nothing there.
Yeah.
She talked about she jumped back and shit. The video don't show none of that. So
Nope.
No, it don't.
yeah, so it is what it is, man. Whatever. whatever.
And the watch is gonna come out in a few weeks. She suffers from mental illness. Bitch, please. I
Yeah,
don't want to hear it.
yeah,
She gonna cry and all of
Hell
that,
yeah,
and
she gonna cry.
yeah. But oh well. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's what's up, man. Let's move to our next topic, man. What you got for us, boss? Hog?
Oh, okay. Since I'm gonna be playing shuffle with this share screen, uh let's see which one come up first. Hopefully it is the one that we want to talk about first. So bear with me real quick. Nope, that ain't it. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh,
I thought we was doing the other one.
yes, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for saying that. All right. Let me get up out of that. Okay. That's what I said. I'm glad I got y'all heard. And like you said, that's why you need a team. That's what a team is for. Let me look back over here. Okay, so it's this one right here. All right. There we go.
There we go.
So you got it, Beehive.
All
Man,
right.
you know,
So
talk about this.
this next topic, I kind of love this question. This survey of the day: is it appropriate to invite anyone who's seen you naked to your wedding? Is it appropriate to invite anyone who has seen you naked to your
And we
wedding?
ain't talking about family, not your auntie who wiped your ass when you was
Yes.
in
Well,
You
diapers.
know, I would typically yield to the ladies on this, but
I'll answer it.
there you go. Go ahead. He's
Hey,
right.
you know, I mean, like I got married, right? And let's say Facebook. I tell my wife, well, you know, I talked to this person before, this one. I go down a list of people. I mean, because I haven't really had but a couple not good breakups, but all the people that I knew, I mean, shit, those people I knew, we all good, we cool. I ain't trying to hook up with them. They ain't trying to hook up with. Well, anyway,
See,
I don't see no problem with it. You know what I mean? It depends on the type of relationship you have with that person, and because but the bottom line is you want your mate to be comfortable, and if they have an issue with it, you know, but talk it out first. Don't just invite somebody. You got to make
Right.
sure you let them know, hey, so and so, you got a problem with that? No, because it's me and you now. F them. Yes, I don't have a problem with it.
I just want to jump in real quick.
all right.
Ooh, let me tell you, I had to really think about that. I mean, oh no, I know I could. I mean, I'll be lying. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be honest. I'll be lying because, yeah. I mean, nah, yeah. I would have to lie. That'd be the only way they come.
See,
I'm just being
you
honest.
headed to divorce.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest in saying I would have to lie. I would be lying. Like, you know, first of all, I wouldn't bring nobody. Now, I wouldn't invite an ex. You see what I'm now? That's just now. Of
Mhm.
course, I would. You're not going to invite your ex. However,
Right.
like
Your,
I just said,
your little jump off from
like I just said,
jump off from 2002.
yeah, like again. So I would have to lie. I know me. I would lie. I would have to because it wouldn't be it wouldn't be no. Let me. In April said we can't say family. 'Cause
Yeah, it can't be auntie who wiped your ass
I want to
Right.
say
Right.
because it wouldn't be
or
no
your little
women.
cousin. Y'all took baths together.
I'm
No,
just
but
saying it wouldn't be no women.
right. But see, the thing is, it'll be like your cousin's best friend that you that you smash,
Yeah, what I'm
and
saying, like,
and she'll be your cousin's plus one.
Seeing it's
right.
funny that you say that
Oh
because
shit!
I would never do it, but a friend of mine who cousin I did who has seen me naked, I wouldn't dare invite him to my wedding.
It,
No,
it's
I
definitely
would. It'll
inappropriate
definitely be a hell no for me.
if it's inappropriate if the person you marrying doesn't know all the
Okay.
circumstances. That's inappropriate. If they don't even know that you done knocked them off, no.
Yeah, so in other words, what you saying is this is the time for a man to be honest about the type of
Yes,
women that's
yes.
coming to the.
Right. At
Oh,
that point, you might as well just say no then, because all right.
yeah,
So
They
all
can
right,
come
Ninja,
to
right?
the funeral. How about that?
Because
All right.
yeah.
first of all, I wouldn't even be inviting them. Number one, but let's say
Right.
All right.
somehow she knows
No, my
them,
nigga, it
or
don't work like that. Listen,
yeah,
if we ain't
but
talking about no chick you date, I can only speak to me for me. I done talked
It
to a
could be
nigga.
anybody that you, basically anybody that you
but
done
Yes,
had sexual
that's what
relations.
I'm saying.
Islam,
It would be
anybody.
nobody, not on the women's side. It would be
But
nobody but
see,
my aunties.
but
Shit,
see,
my
but
mom.
here's the thing though, and I wonder how this will work out for um all these chicks with the OnlyFans page who are showing their whole cervix to folks.
Read the comment.
Mm, damn.
Right. I wonder how that works. Hold on, I wonder, what is
Boy, it'll be a wedding and a funeral.
Say, man, hey, Hunter said, yeah, it's inappropriate if they still smash it. Right, but
Boy,
Well, no, even if they ain't, look, I'm sorry, and hey, you can say what you call me insecure or whatever. You can, I cordially invite you to kiss my ass,
if that
disrespectfully,
person is
but
married and it's been at least whew, years
mm, no, I
years
don't give a
prior
shit.
and they
I
married,
don't care, don't care.
yeah, because I'm
I'd
gonna say I couldn't
consider.
do
I
it.
consider, but
I ain't considering a bitch ass thing.
Yeah,
If you done
that's what I'm
had,
saying.
if you
but
done
I
had
don't need
my,
my
if you done
wedding to
had
be
my wife,
sparking up sparks and y'all reminiscing on the love y'all had at my wedding. So that's
right?
the
If you done had
no.
my wife to be, we up here getting ready to say our I do's, and it's a dude in the crowd who had you bent over at some point. No,
That's
no,
what
hell no.
Them images from like Best Man
Yeah,
with
right,
Marsha.
hell no, 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 fuck no. That is absolutely a no go.
Yeah,
It's not happening.
no.
Now, like I said, the only ones I wonder about is the people who got the OnlyFans page who's showing it all to the world. Now everybody that's seeing you. So at that point, then it's kind of like,
But
well, you hopefully you knew what you was getting into when you proposed.
that's just
Right.
like
Now,
marrying your best friend's ex or something. You're gonna be there.
Wait, why are you banging your best friend's ex though? Wait, what the hell?
It happens.
you know what? That does happen. And all right,
uh,
that's actually happened to me before. Now, but the thing was, my best friend, I was messing with her before him, and just small world. He brings her through like, hey man, this is my new chick, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
Boy.
all right. And
Mm.
so, like,
yeah,
I didn't like I didn't say nothing right then and there. I just thought it was kind of inappropriate. There's a whole lot of people there, and before I could get to tell him, she told him on the way home. So it was like, all right, cool, whatever, and he just decided to continue to go on with it, which is fine with me. But had they got married and I didn't get an invite, I wouldn't have felt the way about it. I would
Right.
understand.
right, yeah.
Now,
Now I would have talked shit like I should have been there to hand you the ring and that.
like,
but I but I
not the same hand. You're not touching my wedding ring. You done had your hand up touching my wife coochie.
Mm.
but seriously, I get it. Things like that happen, but for me, like I said, you can call me what you want, and I
Right.
super don't give a fuck. I
Right.
just can't. I can't
Yeah,
knowingly.
me either.
I would rather you. You know what? This is one of them few times where I'm gonna say ignorance is bliss. I would rather not know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
If
definitely would rather not know.
yeah.
And
I'm
and you better take it to the grave. You better put that
Right.
grave inside another grave and don't ever let me find out about it because I
right,
swear.
because if I look down this invite list, like, hold on, 'Cause, I mean,
Then you gotta look at your
hold on,
pictures and be like,
no,
this the
fuck all that.
bitch.
Let's talk weddings for a second here. Let's talk weddings for a second. Hold on, we done planned this shit. We done had food tastings and shit. We paying $90 to $100 a plate.
Hmm.
Nigga, I done fed your bitch ass.
Right.
You
personally.
owe me.
Right?
Right.
Like hell
Yeah.
no. Like
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Nah.
I would rather not know.
Yeah.
I would rather you not ask, because then yeah, that's why I said,
Nah.
no.
Mm-mm.
Now, piggybacking off of what you said, Brock. Okay, I was reading in this thread. This lady posted that she was going through with her husband. Basically, her husband's new barber is a
Mm-hmm.
dude that she had messed with. Now when he
Ooh.
now, and I ain't saying on the regular, it happened 3 times, but she only told the
That's regular
husband
enough.
once. Shut up.
I was just about to make a comment
That
about
ain't regular.
That's
That
regular enough.
that was three. That was 3 samples.
That means she doubled
That
back
was
twice.
3 samples. Yeah, basically. So she she didn't tell him that it happened 3 times. She said only once, and I guess he damn near ready to divorce her ass and shit behind this shit. So I was just like, your husband is
Ready to
willing to
divorce.
divorce you, because first of all, this is somebody that she talked to, she said, at least 15 years ago. So
Okay, so
and but he ended up switching barbers. That's not his barber no more.
Now,
go
hold
ahead,
up.
Israel.
Now, something similar happened to me. I hooked up with this chick one time. Well, no, we were together, and come to find out, she had hooked up with my cousin, but she didn't know. This was years before she knew me.
Hmm.
She didn't know this was my cousin. So one day, I guess she sees us together, and my cousin was like, "Cuz, I used to knock her off," and I'm like, "Nah, cuz." And he said, "Yeah, cuz." I said, "All right, I'm gonna ask her." I asked her. She said, "No, cuz, you got the wrong chick. It ain't her. It ain't her." And instead of her telling me yes, it happened, she continued to lie about this for the
All right, that'll
longest
fuck it
time.
up.
You know what I mean? Because it would have been squashed in the beginning because it was years before and none of us knew.
Well, no, she was proactive in telling him once she found out that this was the dude. She went on and told him
Yeah.
before he did, or whatever.
Yeah.
She just said it only happened once, but it actually happened 3 times.
Well,
And
she
he's
still lied.
mad about. I'm like, but it still happened, whether once or 3. So
Nope, nope,
either way, he's seen her naked.
nope. You know, on a drunken night and the moon is just right and the stars is just
I
you
wouldn't have got
you
no
could
new
slip a
barber.
yeah you look. All right, so I'm gonna say a couple things. Number
But
one,
divorce though,
look. Number one, a good barber hard to find.
Yeah.
so, so
he
sometimes you got.
had just started going to the
Ooh-wee.
dude.
I don't
It's
care,
just
man.
she found out about
A
it.
good barber hard to find. And I mean, I know I got the
Yeah,
baldy, but
Mm.
when you find somebody like I'm a beard guy, it's only a couple people in DFW that I'm willing to go to.
right.
But why do you want to
I
know
got the
how many
primary
times though?
and I got a
Why does it
package.
matter how many times? Because it doesn't change the first time. The
Yes, it
first time
does.
There you
he
go.
still
All right, hold on. This is why you asked why, so I'm gonna tell you why.
okay.
Have you ever had some bad dick?
Nigga, I've been with your cousin almost 20 years. I don't remember them other dicks.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I'll say this: if you've had
First of all, I
a
think you're
bad
lying, but keep going, bro.
Mm.
right, you're
I,
right,
I, I
right,
was I've
exactly.
been with my husband since I was 19. What you think I've been fucking since I was 12? I
I
would
mean, I
I
have
would
too.
Hey,
I
I
was
mean,
I was a beginner.
You
I
was
have. All
slow.
okay,
right.
because I got
Well,
an answer.
yeah.
I got
I
an
All right.
wasn't
answer.
on
Well,
my grown shit to know what bad dick was.
well, then
I was a
I will
little
tell you
kid.
this. I'll tell you this. I have had some bad cat. I have. It's happened, and I
Right.
can tell you one thing I did not do. I did not circle back. So when you circle back, you
Well, I'm gonna
circling
tell
back.
you, I did come back. I did come back because I'm like, okay, maybe it was me. Maybe it's something. The second time,
But
I have
but
said
did
some
you circle
terrible
back
things
for a
in
third?
email.
But did you
Yeah. Oh, not
circle
3
back for a
times.
third?
Not 3
If
times.
that's my point. If you done
'Cause-
circle back 3 times,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
yeah,
But why
you
does it matter from 15
because
years
damn it,
ago?
because you can't even lie to me and tell me that the dick wasn't good.
Yeah.
Right.
It
You
wasn't
went back.
well, if
You
it was
went back.
good, if it
You
was that
went
good, she
back.
would have continued on.
No, that ain't true. That ain't true. It's a many of women who done left
Mm.
some good dick behind just
Which,
because they couldn't deal with a motherfucker. But just like it's been many of dudes who we done been in a trance behind some fire pussy, but the bitch was crazy.
but
So
I
Yes.
just can't
you know,
sit up here and
Yeah.
say, yeah, I'm gonna be mad because you lied and said it was. It'd be different.
look,
It'd be different if you
I hear you.
cheated on me with this bitch and
I
you
hear you.
lied and said
Well,
that.
he was torn, and that goes back to my original thing. A good barber hard to find. He like, fuck, man, I gotta go to this dude, but I gotta leave this bitch because it's either her or the barber. So,
Mm.
a good barber hard
Right.
to find.
Whatever.
But my other question is this though, and this is like a real question. How did she find out? I don't like.
She had, I think how she found out was that I think she went with him one day
Oh, that's
and
just bad. Why the fuck she going with him to the barbershop?
she went, I don't know, because I damn sure can't do it. They take all day and they talk too much. Y'all gossip
So,
like women.
like, all right. So my wife knows of one barber that I've had. She's a female,
I just
but
about to ask that question.
she's a female. But the other thing is, my wife was looking for a barber because my wife had the little type of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So she
Right.
was looking for a barber. And I'm like, shit, I know a badass barber. Here you go. But I mean, my wife ain't like we ain't holding hands skipping into the barber shop. I
Right.
don't think my wife could pick any barber outside of that one. I don't think she could pick any of them out of a lineup. So I'm just curious to know why they. What, I mean, was they wearing the same outfit and went to the barber shop? I bet the barber was like, this nigga just don't know.
Man.
Right. You
You
told me what
stupid.
it is. Yeah.
Dude is he is the talk of the barbershop. More than anything, he probably is
Oh, he
pissed
didn't
off
go
that
back to him like the location. It ain't like he started going to the barber in chair number 4. He didn't
man.
go back.
Yeah, he can't go back. He can't go back. Barbershop is a savage place, and I can assure you that eventually that shit was gonna come up.
Yeah.
You
Because all it takes for some niggas to get heated and it's a wrap.
yeah, yeah.
It's a
Right, and it
wrap.
wouldn't even be the barber. The barber be sitting there cutting, and they arguing about something.
It's
Nigga,
a
you
wrap.
don't know
It's a
nothing.
wrap. That's
That's
You
why
don't
it.
he
know
fucked
nothing.
your girl.
That's why such and such fucked your wife.
Yeah.
Like on soul food, they used to call her cola back in the day.
Yeah. Shit, that's it. Some niggas get into it. It's put out there. It's you
Yeah.
know folks they
Dang.
really try to hit you where it hurt.
So y'all would
Oh yeah.
divorce y'all wife if she said it was 3 instead of 1. But
It
she
depends
took
on
the
That's it.
it
initiative.
depends. It depends on how good the barber is.
Right. I'm gonna say, yeah,
Boy,
let
I
them.
was like,
I would. I'll be quick to go to the attorney.
Hey, it depends on and if the barber is that good, I'm gonna go in and clear it on myself. Hey man, I done got a divorce because of your ass. I'm gonna go ahead and dead all of that.
Right.
You ain't gonna be in there clouding on me when I leave.
Right.
so y'all know me. I was like, baby, give him what he want because he acting childish.
Yeah. That I mean, in all honesty, that's a bit much. But that being said, that's tough. But
Right.
if you done seen my wife to be naked, no, you ain't coming to my goddamn wedding. Not knowingly,
Right.
Right. Exactly.
not
Plain and
knowingly that,
simple.
that you want to get stomped out.
You can come when he die at the funeral.
No, you can't even come then. You can't even come then. He dead. No.
I just say that because all my daddy's side bitches showed up to his funeral. They were crying harder than we were. We was like, what the hell?
Oh wait, yeah, I got some stories about some shit like that I've seen at funerals, but I won't get into that right now. Next topic. The question of the day for the ladies. This was posted earlier in the week. How many of you would still follow a man and his lead if he made less money than you?
Oh.
April.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Y'all,
I have to
y'all know my
remember that.
husband keep me in Gucci and gold every day. No, I'm just
All right.
like,
So April, I want you to do me a favor, because you're gonna give us your point of view, which
right.
we've already established. You are the exception, not the rule. Give us your point of view, and then I want you to give us what you think the overall female narrative is in regards to this.
Okay. How much less?
Ooh, okay, so it's levels to this shit.
Like if he a
Well,
teacher, like okay, let's
we'll
say
say
he's
10%. We'll say 10% less. 10% less or
oh
more.
no, we can still be together and not follow your lead. That ain't much. Hell, that ain't much. And it
Okay.
depends. Like if he's a teacher or something. I know teachers don't get paid shit, and I'm a lawyer or something, and I'm bringing in. That's different. He has a career. That's not something, you know. And not knocking nobody that does, but if he just making minimum wage, whew, probably
Okay. No,
not.
no, no, no.
Probably
Let's
not.
let, let's stick with this teacher thing. Let's stick with this teacher.
Right.
All right. So let's say I don't even know how much teachers make, but let's
They
just
they
say,
usually make about 50 to 55.
Yeah, we're
all
gonna
right,
say 60.
no, we'll just say 60. He a good ass
Hmm.
teacher. He a good
Right,
teacher. Love what he do. He the assistant coach and all that shit.
right. And
So,
I'm pulling in 100. Oh no, we can still be together because that's
well, no, no, no,
160.
no, because you said you're a lawyer. So we gonna say he making 60 and you pulling in 250. Are you
Okay.
listening to anything this nigga saying?
He.
If he
I
eat,
wouldn't.
Y'all,
I wouldn't.
y'all hear that
I would.
silence, y'all?
I definitely because I'm pretty sure he was probably a teacher before I became a lawyer. So, um, like if my career is a lawyer, he's still a teacher. But we, got our careers. He had his careers before. Like if I met him as a teacher and I'm currently becoming a lawyer and now I'm making this much money and we married and all this shit, yeah, I still take his lead or whatever. But as long as he know how to lead, because I'm not following you if you don't know how to lead and don't know how to be a man. Shit, I appreciate a man that like my husband, he can fix shit around here. Can you fix shit? Can you help us remodel this house for the Lolo? What other things can you do besides, even though you making less?
can I fix stuff, Juanice? You hear my wife? She said I know how to fix stuff.
See, see,
I'm
I,
listening.
I love a man that know how to fix shit.
That's
Oh
good for y'all.
God.
I made it up out the hood and I stay manicured and all of that. I don't fix a motherfucking thing,
I'm gonna
but I
say I
but
don't
I make
trust.
but I make damn good money. So
I
hey,
don't trust
But I'm
shit.
just saying, like, if I would still let him take the lead as long as he knows how to lead. Because shit, he may be a good saver. He could save. He may. I'm cheap. He could. I'm cheap. I'm cheap as hell. So and he's cheap too. Shit, we'll be a perfect match because I'm cheap. He cheap.
Hmm?
okay,
Well,
Oh,
I can dig that.
my wife said I'm a good saver. We cheap together.
Wait, hold on. You said cheap.
Cheap, not cheap.
Okay, I gotta make. I
Nope.
gotta make sure you're
Hey, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Hell.
your crazy ass.
he just rather said that shit for real. Like,
Right,
Then I
boss
seen
hog.
that
What's your
damn
take on
computer
that?
go right to his face.
Mm.
Hey, all you see is Easy Ray screen go black.
yeah, like goddamn, you heard rumbling and shit.
Right, just said do 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 do.
You rumbling.
But even if he was a man that was, working minimum wage, but he was trying to attempt other goals,
Racial.
shit like that. As long as you are doing something else to better yourself, that's all right with me.
That's so
I not,
subjective. That's
but
so
the moment
subjective,
you
though.
get to now, you're not gonna be just strong arming me and shit, and not even because of that. Of you making more money or what? I mean, less money. You just not gonna. I don't care if you was making more than me. You're not gonna tell me what to do if it's something that I feel like I want to do it. Now I still let you take the lead on most of the shit, but I believe in communication and agree. What is it? Um, shit, compromising.
Right.
That to
Okay.
me is taking the lead as well. You can lead, I follow. I lead, you follow. If it's whatever the situation at hand where you got to be the leader and I got to listen, so be it.
Now, do you think that most women feel that way?
Hell no, because they looking at the whole word to say less money.
Hell, I figured they'd be looking at the word lead because I think that that's
Yeah,
like a triggering word nowadays.
yeah.
You say,
Oh, we gonna get into triggering. Yeah,
Submissive.
you so right.
Submissive.
Nah,
you
it's
say,
definitely the less money.
Well, for
because
you,
it seems like a lot of women seem to be triggered by that word lead.
I
Who are
think if
you
y'all would have
leading?
said submissive,
But
So
the
that
word
why?
would have been
submissive,
triggered.
that's not
Submissive
even a
and
bad
lead is
word.
is different.
That's not even a bad word. Being submissive don't mean slave. And most
right?
women, when they think
Well,
submissive,
that's where
they
it started
slave.
to derive from. Well, interpreted that women because we was supposed to be barefoot and pregnant until we started saying, "Hell no, nigga, you
That
go
shit's
do
barefoot
that
and
shit."
pregnant. That ain't got nothing to do with submissive.
Well, I'm talking
So,
about back in the day, women was supposed to stay at home, be the homemaker, do what the husband say. He'll beat her ass. She call the cops. Cops ain't gonna do shit. Shit like that. That's where that
But that
that
was some earlier.
mentality comes from, where women think of that word versus
Mhm.
when I hear lead, I hear that I'm listening to somebody that knows what they're doing, and I choose to follow.
But it's the
okay.
same thing with submissive. A woman being submissive to a man that it's not a bad thing. It depends on the man and his comprehension of that word and his attitude towards their relationship. Eh, You know, eh,
But seeing they always try to throw in the Bible, I'm like, but it say y'all supposed to be submissive to each other. So
No, we don't say that. Now
it
we
do in mine.
yeah, ain't doing yours, but that is not quite right. The Bible says the Bible
I'm
says
sitting there scratching
But
my head like,
they
what
always
verse
say the
is this?
Bible say, so my Bible say.
no. You got
she got the King Leroy version.
yes. I'm gonna say you. Yeah, you're right. The King Leo, because you
I
wrong
got
about
the
that.
Queen Mickey, okay?
Yeah, apparently, but it ain't the one that everybody else use. But no, seriously though. But since you said that, we gotta still drop the jewels. As much as we joke, and since we did hit on that, I mean, you're right. You just twist the word. The Bible says that a woman is to be submissive to her husband, and he be submissive to God. See, it ain't that two-way street, but that's a different subject. But I mean, I get where you're going with it, April.
But he's supposed to be a good man that
That's
she's
right.
that
Yes,
she's
Right.
and that's a
too.
part
If
of it.
you give me
Yes.
something to follow, then
Yeah.
I'll let you
Oh,
lead.
You
If
now,
you
want
now,
give
to
me
follow a
something to
see,
be
woman like that.
submissive to, then I'll be
no,
submissive.
see, there you go. That ain't what it
No,
is.
I'm not submissive to just anybody.
No,
You,
the
you.
Bible,
Well,
the Bible said be
hopefully you
submissive
wouldn't
to your
marry a man.
husband.
Right. Hopefully
Yes.
you wouldn't marry a man that you weren't willing to be submissive
It,
to.
bingo. There you go. Because the Bible don't says if he's good or not. The Bible says your husband. It
Right.
didn't say if he was good, if he was bad.
The
So you
Bible
don't
didn't say if
change.
you got poor pussy. The Bible didn't say if you got poor pussy management skills, you get a choice.
Right.
Shit. That's because they was married off to the nigga because
Yeah,
they
but
daddy was trying to get rid of their ass.
I mean,
Well, well.
hey, I like to jump in on this, ladies. How many of you? Wow. First of all, my question as a man, when I look at this, even though this was for the ladies, and I hate we don't have any. Well, okay. Hey, we got CF Logan in the building. What's good? That's a long time follower. How you doing? How you
What up?
doing?
What up?
Hey,
Hello.
I'm
uh,
okay.
but no, man, I'm gonna tell you something. As a man, my question is why is this question even a question? I now gotta go, philosophical. I mean, why is this even a question in the first place? Why are we even equating money to leaderships when the truth is this whole status actually really doesn't really exist. The idea that somehow, because if that's the case, and I've just been waiting for Brock to do it, but since he ain't did it, we could take the same scenario then. So apparently, what we saying is Gabrielle Union was okay, and well, what she was doing and cheating with her first husband because she said she made more money.
Oh, I was just sitting on it. I was definitely waiting
Oh,
on
okay,
it.
because I'm,
Well,
I'm
not, but add in the fact that he was cheating too.
no, no,
So
no,
Right,
because
hold on. But what
see,
he's talking about is her reason for
horse cheating.
retaliating. Her
Yes,
she was like, "I'll be damned if I'm gonna be the breadwinner and I can't do it too."
right,
And it's
but
like, and the question was like, "What's that got to do with it?"
but
right.
see, they didn't play the whole interview because she also said he was cheating, and
No,
so that's
listen,
why she said what she said. He was cheating, and she was like, "Well, hell, he doing that, and he making less, so shit." That's why she felt
no,
validated to do it.
no,
Okay,
no.
all right. So then I'll ask you this: if he made more, is she supposed to be more accepting of it?
Whew. Shit, you gotta ask that bitch. Hell, look who
Well,
she married to now.
But see, that's what
because
I'm
I mean, but
saying.
that's the point, though.
Right, that's the point. I mean, she brought up money and looking at this status, I was laughing with it. I was like, first of all, if you in it, nah, damn, let me not say that because I don't want to offend nobody. I
Yeah, you
mean,
do. Let's go.
some
Let's do
shit.
it.
No, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. Some shit you just don't even play with, even on a status. See, this would be one if I would scroll right past and would hope every woman with some sense just scroll right past the shit, because that's one of those 50-50 questions, you know, you know, BS questions that really don't that are more divisive than together. Like, what does it matter? It's the fact that he's the man. So do he supposed to tuck tail and follow his wife because he makes less than her?
All
And
right, so
so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. What you finna say, B? What you
In
finna ask?
in the manner in which I know the manner in which we look at things, the answer will be, hey, he's supposed to be leading. But in our societal, I see why this question comes up because of the way that society is going today, where I mean, forget gender roles. I mean, people are essentially trying to make the world genderless.
Mm-hmm.
So that being the case, questions like this come up because the idea of a gender role somehow is like a naughty construct. It's not socially acceptable anymore to have a role per se. And
Right.
so the only thing that you can use, well, I won't say the only thing, but the only thing that people seem to use as a barometer of one's ability to provide is earning. So that's where you get it from. Again, I'm not saying that that's how it should be. I'm not saying that I agree, disagree, whatever. But now everybody bases it on earning.
Yeah.
So if that's
I
the
mean,
case,
Because we live in
it
a capitalistic country. Shit, everybody.
okay.
no,
Okay, I hear that, but here's where the thing gets me. I would think that the vast majority, well, I won't say the vast majority. From what I see in social media platforms, most women would be like, nah, I mean he make less. No, because everybody, a lot of women like, nah, I need a man who got this amount of money. I ain't messing with no broke dude. Blah 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 blah. And I would assume that if he makes less than you probably look at him as broke. Now I do think that there are levels to it. If y'all both multimillionaires and you just happen to make more millions, then I
Right.
mean the shit kind of washes out. But if we talking about just your average earners, I think most women probably would be like, nah, I can't do it. But on the flip side of that, wouldn't want to be submissive no matter how much he earned.
it,
So
it,
I
it,
haven't had a job since the day I met my wife. Even before I met her, I ain't never had a job.
You a lie.
okay,
I
okay,
swear.
okay.
We've been married over 6 years. I ain't had a job but even before that.
Hey, I got a question. Am I the only one that's wondering where the hell that come in? Like, what they gotta go do with?
oh, he retired. He got married and he said, hey, I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I ain't retired. I ain't never really worked in my entire life.
You work for yourself.
I dance on the weekends.
Oh,
You stupid. No,
listen,
I just feel like if, like I said, if he make less but he got good money management skills, the bills is paid. You know, hell, at the end of the day, the money coming into the same house. That's
Yep.
how it's
Yeah,
supposed to be.
that's how it's
yeah, I'm
supposed to
gonna
be. But
say,
you can definitely see
And
some
yeah, if
folks
he's
walking
because if
walking
he's
in.
spending the money frivolously on dumb shit, like if
Yeah.
you ain't a
Yeah.
leader. That's not
That's
what the
the problem.
leader get to do. You don't get to
But
spend all the
again,
money.
that is
Yeah.
so subjective. And I'll
yeah,
give you a prime example. Y'all make it now, but let's go back to the lawyer and the school teacher. Y'all making plenty of money. All the bills is paid. Y'all got a joint account. He comes home with a PS5, but you're not a gamer.
Hmm.
That's frivolous dumb shit to you at that point that he's spending the money on when all he wanted to do was wind down from them badass kids he been dealing with all day.
right.
If
So
we
that
can
that can that
afford a
can
PS5, that's different. You can get it. Cause I buy
but
wigs. I buy wigs. I like to
but
get my
see
nails
but
done.
again it's subjective because some men would probably be like, why you need 25 wigs? That shit is a waste of goddamn
Cause
money.
I'm 25 different people, motherfucker. That's why. No.
Three faces of Eve.
No,
Hmm.
no. I
But
mean,
You want me to still be the same bitch you met?
But even no matter who makes the most money, the person that doesn't, neither one of them should be frivolously spending money, but especially the person that ain't making no damn money.
Right. And that's both sides, male or female.
The goal is to be saving money, but if you're gonna do big purchases, say something before you just go buy.
Yeah. Kind of like on Soul Food when he just took 32. What was it? He spending all his money on the band, but not going to work. That's not a leader.
Yeah.
And you wasn't even getting paid. He said it was a hobby, and you spent thousands, and only $32,462.32 was his. So
no. Listen, I'm sorry. We're not gonna make it about money. I mean, because honestly, I see where Brock directed it. I see what he's doing. We're not gonna make this shit about money. I'm sorry.
I mean, money goes hand in hand, because if you spending it frivolously, we ain't got no more than once the money gone. Where we gonna live?
Money and leadership don't go hand in hand.
I'm not gonna be homeless with you.
No, but money and leadership don't go hand in hand. They don't go with each other.
Oh no, they don't. I'm not saying that they do.
I'm not saying you or me. I'm saying
okay.
the way April is putting it together. It doesn't go hand in hand. My leadership, because you might be the better money manager, that doesn't take away from my leadership ability.
Am I the better money manager?
You get what I'm saying?
But what if he a gambler?
But what if you trick off your money on shoes all the time? I mean, again, that goes back to what Brock was saying. That becomes subjective. My thing is that why should it matter? At the end of the day, y'all became a union. So who give a shit if because the truth is, and I wish really Kevin Saint was alive. and he was like a guest on our show, because that nigga would turn around and say, nigga, most women is average, but average women won't what do you call them? The higher earning man. But the truth is, the whole scenario, I mean, there are literally all attorneys and teachers who are married.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just about how they run their relationships.
Yeah.
A woman of substance, she wouldn't give a damn if she was the high earner. I am following my husband because he is my husband, regardless of the money, because we gonna get that together. So why even fight about it? Because I mean, when it's ours anyway, it don't matter.
The answer to that question is because, unfortunately, more often than not, people go into marriages still trying to maintain the mine and yours as opposed to the ours.
Right.
And I'm not saying that you should lose your individuality. There are things about you that obviously you want to be able to maintain. The things that make you.
Anybody.
We hear you.
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you.
I'm moving around.
Yeah. He's still doing sign language and shit.
Right.
But
no, I'm still connected. I see myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we hear you. He's
let him.
There you go.
He's going back out.
But what you were saying, say, bro?
So I think that often, people go into a union with an individual mindset, and yes, you want to maintain some form of fashion of your individuality. That's what makes you you. But you have to also understand that you are now a team. And that's not just because you stay under the same roof. It comes down to your finances, the way you move. Everything should be about the
affects the family.
Right. It should be about the unit. And I think more often than not, when you really start nitpicking at stuff like that, well, this is my money. No, this is our money.
Yeah, the court will tell you it's ours.
Right.
The state of Texas, whatever we'll say is y'all's.
Right. But I think that a lot of people still maintain that, and that to me can be very detrimental to a long-lasting relationship.
Well, we know the number one reason why there's divorce, because of that mindset. Yeah, it's the money mindset. because at the end of the day, you went in it with that individuality attitude. When not, you're not
But
understanding
see,
it.
when it's the money aspect, that's you not being a team. Because if I'm saying, hey, we getting low on finances, but you keep spending it doing this, you not acting as a team player
You
because
destroying the
you
relationship.
fucking up the church's money, and we trying to stay afloat. And if you, that's not being a leader, and that's not being a team player. If you willing to say, fuck the family, I'm finna spend this money, and you're not bringing in more to, offset it. If you bringing in more to offset it, that's a difference. Do you?
I can
But
do
Right.
bad all by
Now,
myself.
Boss Hog, read that comment that just went up just a
oh,
second ago, because I
okay,
actually want to comment on that. There we go.
so he says it would never be about the income. It is the person whether they want to follow or not. Everyone wants to be the alpha 100. Oh,
And
everybody wants the alpha.
Everybody.
I agree with that. With a lot of relationships who have this issue, but I think again, when you're going into a union, why the hell are y'all competing with each other?
I'm gonna say because it's a competition.
Right?
It,
Like,
it,
I mean,
it-
at this point, hey, it's about the team. If you win, I'm winning. If I win, you winning.
that's
Now
right.
again,
And if
when
I lose, you losing.
Everybody
That's
don't
right.
have that mentality though.
yeah, that's
But nobody wants to lose.
Yeah, but
right.
again, it go back to why were you entering into this relationship? What conversations were y'all having? Because if they were
Well, people
honest with each other,
change too. Shit, like Judge Mathis say, hell, that's why he say you need to be with somebody at least over a year, because he said it takes a year to find out a motherfucker is
yeah,
addicted to drugs or alcohol or any other shit, because
Hey,
you don't really know
Well,
them.
I used to tell them from the door, I'm a PIMP, and they would okay, and that was that.
and
I,
if they gonna accept
I
you for the
used to,
pimp that you are.
tell them that too. Tell my husband that too, and shit, I've been pimping him for almost 20 years. No, I'm
I
just playing.
believe it. Listen, no, I believe it. It's some truth to that.
Mm,
Whatever.
Hey,
You can say
subsidizing that
whatever you
income.
want to. Shit.
No,
hey, you should see some of the messages he sent her because he called her his oppressor, his
oh yeah,
Caucasian
he called
oppressor.
me his Aryan oppressor. He get on my nerves.
And that's what I'm saying.
Cause I said he was my chocolate covered stress. He called me, you my Aryan oppressor.
That's what I'm saying,
Oh
man. I
man,
mean,
Mm.
But we just have fun like that. But no, if
yeah.
we always have meetings about our finances. Say, hey, look, this got to get paid. This need to get paid. I don't care what you do, but this got to get paid, and it gets paid. What you do with your money on the rest of the week, that's on you.
I'm all about saving money. I hate spending money.
Yeah, I am too.
y'all
Yeah,
ready for this right here?
yeah. Let's go and
Oh,
segue right
Lord.
in there. She said, "Oh Lord, go on, give it to us, boss." Hog.
Hey, listen, I actually seen these pictures on Instagram. I think the next morning of this little old, whatever this little old event was. Uh, and I actually, I give mine later, but uh, I seen this. I follow Sierra, and nigga, it get worse than the poses. Nigga, she get the dancing, got a whole video. I shared it on my story, but so apparently, Russell and Sierra were, I think, at the Vanity event, whatever it is. I don't
Vanity
know.
Fair.
Vanity Fair, and however the theme, which I don't know all the theme, but apparently the theme also was you could wear something sheer. Now, with that being said, naturally, all celebrities are gonna get their pictures taken, the red carpet. That's always going to be talked about after the event. Well, Sierra and Russ, uh, made black news, because I don't think white media give a damn, but uh, we us, made this a topic because these two people are
Mm-mm.
married and they're young, that they in the public eye, and some felt that uh for the way they project themselves, uh, that this was a little too much for a wife. Um, and that's basically in a nutshell. When I see it, I really wasn't go. I didn't think nothing about it. Like I said, I seen the other pictures and videos, So I was like, I can say I never felt one way or the other. However, as I seen this start getting circulated around, because when I seen it, I mean, wasn't nobody really sharing it. They just post the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, then everybody and their mama picked up on it. Then I was like, oh, wait. And so I shared the picture. And this is me. This is my social media page. And I believe this was March the 14th at like 9:47 a.m.
Your comments been going ham.
Yeah, this picture and this comment a caption is actually from one of my Facebook friends. This is in no way my thoughts, my words, and so I don't want anybody to think that this actually came from me. However, I did find out of all of the captions I've seen about this picture, I found this one interesting, and so as you see Russ and his wife Sierra. But one of my Facebook friends, Justice Ross, said, like many black men that have married Western black women that love the ideal of marriage more than the holy matrimony, Russell Wilson is now trapped. He can't divorce her without losing his assets, children, nor can he control her. The hashtag casualty. And so
not control, bitch. What the
heck? Hold on.
You done got triggered.
Because I'm glad you're showing me something. But hold tight. So, naturally everybody had something to say. And I'm gonna keep this picture up, but I'm gonna turn it over to, you guys and then I'll let y'all know last, what my honest opinion on it. But I'm gonna turn it over to the panel, to the host. What y'all got going?
Give it to me, y'all. Who want to go first? Easy Ray, April.
Easy Ray, you go and go. Because I want to hear you.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to even really have a comment because the only thing that we really know about their relationship, what's out there. I don't know. It's hard for me. I can only speak to me because people relationships are deeper than what we hear. Even if one of them says something right this second, it would only be a fraction of what actually is.
But what are your thoughts about the whole get up, the outfit? Do you think it's appropriate?
Well,
Easy Ray would be up there with his outfit.
Easy Ray be up there doing his one.
He might as well be butt ass. That's a bit too over the top for me. That's just wild. She might as well didn't wear that thing at all and just come with her panties and a piece of bra or something. What's them pasties? Wear a couple of
She got pasties on.
I'm saying she could just wear that without what she got on, and it'd be the same thing.
Take the sheer off and have the gloves on with some drawers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now I thought you was talking about the relationship, but that outfit, man.
No, I'm talking about the outfit. Like,
that's just way. Is she going to a porno shoot or what? What's
right.
up?
The designer had a theme, and it was that, and it was several other women. Huh?
This thing was stupid.
Hey, Brock, go to go. Go to go.
Well, I want to hear what April got to say. Hold on.
Because I already know.
I think with their relationship, I don't think he had an issue with it, because if he did, she probably most likely would not have worn it, because their relationships, to me, he hypes her up Like if you go to his page now, he posted her Sports Illustrated cover, hyping her up, and her ass cheek is out on that. You can see her ass, her same booty cheek she had on the little thong swimsuit, and he was like, this my bad. He didn't say bitch, but in so many words, this my bitch. He want motherfuckers to be jealous over what he got at home, and that's no different than like Ice T and Coco. Coco wear the raunchiest shit, and Ice T just walk around with her like, yep,
But they
I
getting
got her.
paid for that. Now, if they getting paid off of what she doing, hey,
She
more
got
power
paid for
to them.
wearing that designer's clothes because a lot of people fail to realize she got a contract with Givenchy.
Hey, then she
Yeah.
should wear it all up her ass or any way she want. Then if she getting paid, hey,
But if he didn't have a
think-
problem, then we shouldn't have a problem.
because if I got a problem with it, I ain't gonna be standing.
And
next to
everybody ain't into Christianity, religion, and all that. When everybody want to throw
they
in,
are.
I mean,
They are.
I get that. Yeah,
And I think that's where the issue where it
yeah,
comes in with some
yeah,
people.
yeah.
But-
But hell, let's pull the skeletons out their closet.
There gotta be a reason.
But that ain't
to
how
wear
that
it.
works. So
I don't know if Russell had a whole lot of skeletons. I mean, Sierra.
No, I'm talking about the people, the fake Christians or the
hold
the
on,
Christians, I should say.
well, first of all, I'm a Christian, so hold on about what's being fake. And let me, cause just because we Christians, there's a whole different ball game with that whole Christian thing. Cause ain't none of us perfect. The Bible tells you that. The difference, you got to read the difference, man. But with that being said, it really doesn't matter now in their case because they claim to be Christians. They stick to how they move, not what we think, but how they move.
And they do a lot of positives. They ain't nobody shedding light on them going to the prison and having church with the prisoners and
but that does get put out there. I mean,
but why is it not being glorified by the Christians? Is what I'm saying. I wouldn't even be worried about that.
So are there Christian? What do you mean, like individual Christians or?
No, I'm saying the ones that got a problem with it and
I
is
can answer-
using
I can answer that.
Christianity as a weapon to talk shit about her.
Yeah,
That ain't cool.
But it ain't.
Because human nature is to watch the train wreck and not the smooth traffic.
Yeah, and
So I mean
also,
that's just how, unfortunately, how the world of social media works. For those who hadn't been introduced to it, but I will say this.
I wouldn't worry.
Because all right,
Me neither.
there you go.
And y'all know I'm not even into religion, but I wouldn't wear it just because. Now, I probably wear it with more of a boy short and the pasties if it came down to it, but just my ass cheeks out. No, coochie catch cold.
My hips too big to wear something like that.
I ain't trying to catch a cold.
So I'm gonna throw mine in, and then I'm gonna throw it to you, Boss Hog, so you can land this play. But that be with what I see here. I see a few things. Number one, I'm not saying that I am justifying the scrutiny or whatever the case may be. First thing I want to say is this: I see every post that I've seen this go up. I've seen people making the comment, "Why do y'all care?" This, that, and the other. And I want to say this on live: when you are in the public eye and you post things on social media, for those of you who don't understand how social media works, people are going to respond, both good and bad.
Yes.
So the whole, why do y'all even like? Did y'all just get Facebook yesterday? Like,
exactly.
like that's just kind of how it works. So
I had to ask a young lady on her page, like, so what do we supposed to talk about on social media? I guess apparently we're not supposed to talk about what we see in the news. Like, I mean, we're not supposed to talk about it.
Right. So whether you feel whatever way you feel about it, sometimes this is kind of what social media is.
Right.
So there's that. Now I will say for the average guy, they probably wouldn't want to be. They probably wouldn't approve of their wife being out with them like this in public. Your average guy. That being said, Russ kind of knew what he was getting into when he married the woman. She is an entertainer. She's a model.
I was about to say.
and she was doing this. I mean, she was kind of doing a lot of this even before they got together.
Russell
So
seen that ride video. That's what made him want to get with
I'm,
her.
well, probably. I mean, a lot of us saw that video when she was on top of that car and Luda came in and like, Luda, get the hell out the way. But either way, um, I think in a lot of instances you have to know what you're getting yourself into. And I can't look. I can't. They said picture is worth 1,000 words. I don't know Russell, so I can't look at this picture and say whether he's happy, whether he in his head. Like I can't believe I told her ass not to worry. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know if they got to meet with their pastor this weekend because of the outfit. But one thing I probably
Not
can
after
say,
that donation, they not.
yeah, exactly. If they paying their tithes, the pastor probably ain't saying that. But,
They
but
sit in front row.
right. All of that being said, I will say this. That's the industry that she's in, and him being, married to her. That just is kind of, it comes with the territory. That's who you're married to. Um, you know, does it leave? If you want to start talking morals and modesty and all of that, does it leave anything to the imagination? No. But that's again the world that we're in today. That's a whole lot of people don't leave a whole lot of stuff to the imagination. You want to see some stuff not left to the imagination? Go in Walmart and see some of the shit that some of these unshapely motherfuckers have on. And
Right,
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
right.
But right, but that being the case, again, I'm not saying you know what Russ should or should feel or what he's doing and this, that, and the other, or how she should or should act because of the industry that she's in. It's just kind of like, all right, I get it. Me personally, would I want my wife to wear something like that in public with me? Me personally, no. But that's just me.
Not even at the beach.
Well, I mean, we at the beach. I mean,
Cover up, girl. Cover up.
we at the beach. Put on a 2 piece. It's fine.
Right.
But I'm talking. We on stage at a gala, and just that's to me. For me personally, I wouldn't want my wife to.
Shout
However,
out
I,
to hold on real quick. Shout out to Bridget Gentry, all the way in San Antonio. What's good? She says outfit ideal and what does she say? Execution as a couple. He likes it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He her
yeah,
right. I mean,
he is her cheerleader.
Yeah, he
man,
likes it,
look,
but he don't want everybody
right. I
else to
mean,
like it.
he's
right.
supposed
I
to be.
mean, yeah, you better goddamn like it.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
supposed to
but
be. And
I mean,
so is
all right.
Boris
So,
Kojo too. To his wife until she wanted to get a fucking divorce. So I mean,
right.
what did that say? I mean,
And
you
if
But
we
see,
why
talking
do
about,
everybody keep bringing up divorce? Like they wanting this woman to have back. She chose him on the strength of being celibate. She said they wasn't even fucking until they
no,
got
listen,
married. So
nobody. No, wait a minute. I didn't say that he. I didn't say nobody should get a divorce. I
well,
said he.
your commentary from your Facebook when they whoever it was that said something about she gonna divorce him and take half or whatever the hell he
Oh,
said.
that is not what he said. He said that he was saying
can't divorce
in
her
the
because
caption that he's basically stuck between a rock and a hard spot. If I can't divorce her, he said he can't divorce her because of what he might lose.
But divorce for what? Why is divorce even brought
You
up?
missing the statement. He was saying that he's just making a thought.
and I
That's it.
think his point. I think the point was, April, is that even if he, even if he was
He didn't like it.
not, if he didn't like it, it's not a
Oh,
whole
okay.
hell of a lot he can do about it.
Right. Right. That's basically what he's saying. Now,
Yeah.
so let me damn, because I'm ready to get to this. My real feeling, I'm indifferent about it. And I want to say this, it don't have nothing to do because Christians weren't the only one who had an opinion. good or bad. So we're not gonna make this is not a
Well,
religious
no, I
thing.
didn't bring. I only said Christian because the ones that threw Christianity
Yes,
into it, those are
well,
the ones I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
it was
what
Now,
some,
the
and most
ones
of
that
them.
just thought it was distasteful and gave their opinion, but didn't have to rely on saying, well, because of the Bible this or Christianity this or that.
well,
It,
the deal is that I mean, people of all religious backgrounds had an opinion, good or bad. So my
Yeah,
thing is, I just don't want to. Let's not just point out Christianity when these people are worldwide. It wasn't just Christians and then others
yeah.
that
And she
had
and it
a
ain't like she wore it to church.
yeah. It ain't like it was right. It was the
Yeah,
world. So
Did you
my
say
thing is, I
yet?
just don't want to pigeonhole. I just don't want to pigeonhole Christianity, because it that's I'm just not gonna do that. But my thing is removing all, taking the religious aspect out of it. I was indifferent because I had to say, you know what, let me put myself in a position because it ain't about. Because first of all, I've been following Sierra for a minute, and I follow on Instagram.
okay.
mm-hmm.
I know she's a nice, sweet, she's a caring young lady. I feel that Future did her as wrong because of who she was. She accepted, especially a woman that accept all your goddamn children who would treat them as
Mm-hmm.
their own. You know, I've seen this young lady grow up in the industry. Now I've never met her. I don't know like that, and I don't know nobody that know her. But I have followed her and I've listened to her. She's the sweetest thing in the world. I mean, she truly is. Now, with that being said, I was indifferent. That's my real my opinion from me. Not I don't know nobody else, but I was indifferent when I saw it. The reason why is because Boss Hog can be a couple of things depending on what the situation is. Now, with that being said, let me tell you why. Now, I would have to equate when I go out with my woman to a club or something of that status, which this was like an after party, and
Right.
so I have to put my mind in that. Now, where am I at when I'm getting dressed and I'm getting fly? Because again, I'm the bow tie bandit. So when I'm getting dressed and I'm doing that, how do I want to see my woman? And I put on the comment, the truth is, this is acceptable if it's gonna be a happy ending at the end of it. And I stand on that
Mm.
because if I tell my wife that, hey, I accept that you can do that, because see, that's something you have to run by me. You're just not gonna
Mhm.
tell me to go put that on. If that's something I say, yeah, I'm going to put that on. Matter of fact, if I'm encouraging you because I'm expecting after it's over with, we gonna get it in. That's one side of Stephen, about how rather. Then I'm like, well, okay, she's a wife. Again, we ain't even bringing the religious aspect into it. Okay, she's a wife. How, would would that be, as a wife? Is it acceptable? And then I got to go back to rule number one. If she's my wife, and I say, hey, that's fine, that's fine. And I'm with Brock. First of all, we're going to talk about folks who want to be in the media. They want to be in the media because those celebrities that don't want to be in the media, guess what?
They
They're
don't be in the media.
So they want to be talked about because this
Right.
is what keep them relevant. Sierra ain't making no goddamn music, so what you think she on? Instagram. Now she done made a couple of little songs, but Sierra is not that traveling, performing chick like that. She's a wife.
But they got businesses though
Yeah,
together.
what I'm saying is that for me, it just depends on what the situation was and honestly how I'm feeling. Now, under any other circumstances anywhere else, no, you would not be able to wear that. Now, let's bring in, since folks, we want to bring in the Christian thing, that do become a valid conversation because of who they claim they are as husband and wife. It was a guy on Facebook. He shared the picture of them kneeling and praying, and then right beside, he put this picture right beside, and a young lady had to try to tell him, well, what they got to do with anything, and I had to tell her, well, they got everything to do everything, because when you, again, people are always watching. It goes back to people always watching, and we as the people who are watching them are going to measure them by some of the things they do. That's everybody. So if we bring the religious aspect to it, and then you got to go say as a Christian, because that's who they profess to be, then you got to go back to the Bible and what the Bible says about how a wife is supposed to act. Now, let me pull a Brock. I'm on the outside looking in on this religious thing, even though I'm go step outside of it. And you got to be straight up and down about this. Her as a wife can't pick and choose the part of the Bible she wants to accept and keep and deny in terms of who a wife is supposed to be. Now that's just Bible. That's not personal. That's not opinion. That's saying that if she professes to be this woman of God, then a woman of God is following what? The ways in which a wife is supposed to be as a Christian. Now, that's what Russell has to wrestle with, because that's his wife. Apparently he likes it. I mean, we really don't know, because some folks said, well, look at, he smiles a lot, but on this picture, it seemed like he really didn't want to smile. He barely cracked a smile. And they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. That's to give my secret away. That's why I wear glasses all the time, because folks used to tell me, you ain't got to say nothing. We can see what you saying on your face. We are, and that's why I wear glasses, because I don't need you to see what's on my face, because that's gonna be something totally different. So just naturally people are critic, whether it's good or bad, because and the deal is that what they did is they also showed a comparison of another black couple, husband and wife, and a black woman who didn't dress like that. You see what I'm saying? And my whole thing was that this was a choice. Everybody didn't go to that wearing sheer attire. It was a choice. She made that choice. She could have played it safe. But again, those folks that don't want to be in the media are not in the media. You see Denzel Washington and his wife there? You get what I'm saying? I mean, these folks are always moving around in the same circles, and the same people that want to be seen are going to be seen. And the folks that don't want to be in the media, you never see in the media. My thing is, again, if I'm looking at it, it just depends for me. I'm not going to down her for it. Like I said, stepping back, looking at it just as an observer. I'm not going to talk down about her. I know people that's watching this probably surprised. I'm not going to talk down on her, because I had to put myself in that position, not who Russ was. Would I be okay with it depending on the situation? And the truth is yes, because I would encourage it. I would.
Now, because that's the industry that she's in. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
I would encourage it. Now, is it a little too much? That's where, again, the other side is. As a husband, I don't want nobody seeing everything my wife got. I don't mind you looking tough, but just like I think it was either Easy Ray or April said, hell, you didn't really need the shirt cover. She already naked. So everybody has seen his wife. And I think that's what people don't get.
So does that mean when they renew their vows, can't none of us come to the wedding?
Right.
Stupid.
I mean, because the truth is, she has on underwear and only pasties to cover her breasts. She's naked. That's how she was asleep. You follow what? That's how she was asleep. We see this man's wife. All the man had to do is just imagine her without the pasties and her panties on.
I want to see the naked picture.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Now,
ass up picture.
Now the question
That's
is,
the Sports Illustrated one, man.
Right.
Okay.
Now the question is what type of man is Russ? Because again, if you profess to be a man of God and you're allowing your wife to do that, then what does that say about you? Like you said, you're saying to the world, I thought Gabrielle Union was bad. Because you know
Mm.
she keep her ass on Instagram. I thought she was bad. But you're looking at Sierra, and this is you show me another wife, a black wife that's married to a celebrity with it as raunchy as that. And I'm not saying what she has on is raunchy, but what I'm saying is just as revealing as that. Like Israel April said here, Israel said, all you do is take the top off. Keep the
Hmm.
low. That's how I would tell a chick to come see me. So I know it. So I that's what I'm saying. As a man, it's I have to say I'm indifferent about it. In one aspect, I ain't tripping because I know what I would tell my girl, depending on the situation. But looking at it from the outside, I say, it's what type of husband really is Russ? It's not a knock, but it's saying, I think one of y'all said, you know, now the times is different. You're right. Because the men that we grew up on, they ain't finna
Nah.
let their wife, I don't give a damn how bad she is. You ain't finna show up like that because we don't want nobody to see our girl in this state. And my thing is, I know we keep saying celebrity. Again, I just want to remove all of that because do it really matter, or is it that we're gonna accept it because they are celebrities? I see you got something
Well,
to say. Talk to me, B.
when I say celebrity, I'm talking about more so the specific industry that she's in because, like you said, she ain't really made a whole lot of music. She's more so into the modeling and fashion.
Right.
So for her doing it, I guess for me it wasn't. When I saw it, it wasn't like I was like, oh my god. It wasn't like a surprise. It's like, oh, okay. That's what they own on this particular one. I'm not saying that.
Okay. Don't know
It,
who the hell that is. Keep on talking, man.
yeah,
I know. I
I'm,
was like, what the hell?
yeah.
We go leave that. All praises to Allah, my brother, and peace be unto you. That's the only thing I can say. That is.
Okay.
So with her being in the industry that the part of the industry that she's in, it wasn't like it was something new that just came about. Russ married her when she was already doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of like, all right, I mean, you knew what you were getting yourself into when you got into it.
But
So you would have to be comfortable with it
well,
if
you
you're
know what?
going to if you're gonna continue to if you're gonna be with that person. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, B, I got, but here's my second, my second real, coming, you know, the real me. What I can say, observing is that I noticed I could tell the difference because I've been following her long enough that her behavior or tone has changed because when she was with Future, she was modest. Because one thing
Yeah,
the
she was
performance,
Mm.
the performance, because
at
what?
least more
Because go
modest.
back,
She was
Well,
more
she was
go
modest.
back and
pregnant.
look. But if you go back and see her back then outside of the entertainment, because hell, we done seen her. I forgot the little video where she was dancing up against the wall. It was black and all that. Like I said, I follow her for real. But outside of that, I noticed when she was with Future, she was more modest. But now, fast forward, she's married Rust and has become more. She wasn't doing that with Future. And we had social media then. She wasn't doing that. Now it seems
Yeah.
like okay, everybody is turning into this. I want to show my body. I
Well,
follow
no,
Ray.
because one of her 2015 albums, she was I think you could see like the nakedness of her silhouette in one of her videos when
No,
she
but
was.
that's what I'm talking about, April. I said outside of her entertainment stuff, I'm talking about the regular Sierra. Outside of the performing, outside of the videos, she's modest. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying I have noticed the change between when she was modest and she carried herself like that. And now, like I said, now she's showing her body,
Get
more
that
and
money.
more. It may be, it
Well, yeah,
might
because
be.
she didn't get the Givenchy and the modeling contract till she got with Russell.
Yeah, whatever it is. And
Yeah.
I'm not knocking her. I know folks probably thought that's what
Or
it's going to
maybe she like shit. I had 2 kids, three. What? How many kids? 3 kids, and hell, she had got up to like 220 pounds,
be. Well,
pregnant with the last one. So
well,
shit.
as a man, I'm gonna say thank you, Russ, for not having an issue with her showing her ass, because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I follow her, and I follow her for that reason. If I don't
Yeah,
like it,
I
so
don't think he had a problem, because if he had a problem, I don't think he would hype her up like with the Sports
we got to.
Illustrated.
It
With
says
the,
different relationships
You gotta hype up the
bring
brand no
out
matter what.
different characteristics in people. I will agree with that.
yeah,
Yeah, she might be more
yeah.
confident and secure in herself now that she's with Russ.
And I agree with that.
Hmm.
Like I said,
You
I'm
know,
just throwing it out there because that might be the case. One
yeah,
thing I can say about her, and as well as Erica Badu, I can truly say those are two women that you can't label like others.
Right.
Honestly, like Erica Badu is a baby mama, but you ain't gonna label her as a baby mama because you don't really see her like that. You don't really.
right.
She
Right.
carries herself where she's so.
She commands her respect.
Well, not even that. She's just so smooth with who she is that
Yeah.
that you just don't.
And it's Erica
Yeah,
Badu.
you
Shit.
don't see it.
Yeah.
It's like, and I can say Sierra. Technically, when you think about Sierra, you can't really label because you can look at the pictures, but I don't think of her being a for the streets because she wasn't for the streets before Russ. You follow what I'm saying? And so
Right.
like, I don't see her in a negative when she does it. Now that Till Mary, every time I see her shit, I want to say something negative, but that's
Oh boy, you gonna leave
she gonna block
my
me.
friend alone?
She gonna block me because I follow her too. Because I follow her because she was a family woman. I just still follow her and wait until she posts some dumb shit. Be like, you still trying, huh? You still trying. Okay. You go. You'll find out. You'll find out. But again,
Yeah,
I say, this is not even to each his own. You know, you do question, Russ's thought process, and
Well,
as
the Russ got to get his lick back. He got to go to
yeah,
the
but and somebody
to the
said this,
BET Awards with his
somebody
ass
said
out.
this, but since all of this Sierra attention, Russ has not been playing well. Since he's been more in the spotlight because of her, it's some say it's affected his football. He done played the worst he done played, since he started posting pictures with her. You know what I'm saying? When he started to do the shit. So, who knows?
well, I mean, all right. So,
No, we ain't finna blame it. He
nah,
getting
look,
older.
he getting older,
Shit,
and
hell, man.
I also say this: football is a sport of hunger. You got to be hungry. You got to want it. You got
I
to eat,
agree.
sleep, and shit. Football.
Mm-hmm.
In most instances, if you want to be the cream of the crop. And for all intents and purposes, Russ probably look at his life like, man, fuck this shit. I'm winning.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
So,
he might be. However, again, to and I'm glad you mentioned this shit because I thought about it looking at all them posts, where folks, I call it folks that ain't really got nothing to talk about. So what they say is, why y'all talking about? Why y'all even worried about them? Y'all pressed and y'all care. Nigga, you ain't got a fucking care to have a conversation about some shit that's on TV.
Right.
You ain't pressed behind no shit. This is the talk of the day. It's
well, the thing is, that is one of those things. Again, in today's day and age, one of the things that has seemed to become off limits in conversation is talking about anything that has to do with the female body in a negative connotation. Whether it's somebody that's fine, whether it's somebody that's big, small, whatever. The talking about the female form is, if it's viewed in any form or fashion of negativity, it's off limits in today's day and age.
right.
So that's what that is. Because I can assure you, if it was the other way around, and Russ was on stage in a see-through tux with his dick out, then the conversation would be totally different.
Yeah.
But
Yes. Right.
but
It's,
I
right.
mean, and it is what it is. But
But I don't think it's off limits. I think it's when people are degrading her. You can have an opinion without degrading somebody.
Right.
okay,
Most
all right.
definitely.
If
And
you
I've
want to
seen
put,
a lot of posts. She
I
for the
will.
streets and all this shit.
Well,
Shut the hell up.
people saying she for the streets because number one of the bodies she got, he for the streets. So it's kind of guilty by association when you
Yeah.
fucked
And
Future
that
at
was
some point.
But if she was for the streets, she would have got with somebody else that was for
I
the
got you.
streets.
I
oh
got you.
no, that
Okay.
ain't true.
Okay. So let's
That's
all
not
right. So
no.
let's keep backpedaling. And just until Russell, it was what? It was Bow Wow, 50, and then Future. So it wasn't looking too
She had
hot.
to go through a whole bunch of fuck niggas to get to
Right.
the right nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not again. I ain't the one to judge. I don't really care one way
And
or
my
another. It
thing
has
is, ain't we supposed to better ourselves? We're not supposed to keep doing the
Hey, I
same
didn't.
stupid shit.
Oh
Hey, I
stop.
didn't
You
say
be
that you wasn't.
manipulative.
You're
That's
right. You're
being
right. You acting
manipulative
like
and
I'm
shit.
saying. Hey, I'm just.
Well, no,
I'm
I'm
not.
saying the people
I'm
that
not
got
speaking for
something to
me.
say about her because
Right.
they've been talking about her since she got with this man,
Right. Right.
since
Because
day one.
well, hold on. You saying her? Let's not act like they ain't been talking about him too.
I'm gonna say they
Because
because they talk
I mean
about
it's
They
him.
were
somebody.
calling, yeah, and they was calling him a simp. Even the one dude, the one, what's his name, got the podcast,
We
called him
talking about
corny.
yeah. Said he was
What's his name?
Chandler.
Chandler.
Yeah, Slim
Yeah.
Thug said, nigga Slim Thug said he didn't see that shit is real, call that nigga lame or some shit
Right.
like that
Yeah,
on
and I
Disney.
don't like that either because shit, how y'all
Right.
don't know that man to call that
So
nigga lame?
it
Hell,
ain't
for
just
y'all
her.
know he probably got a black belt and could whoop all y'all asses.
And so it ain't just her getting it. I mean, they both get it, and they both in the public eye, and they both gonna get scrutinized. But my
Right.
my whole point to that is this: if you think for 1 second that my point is false, I can go online right now and post a picture. We'll say Lizzo with her ass out, and let me say anything to the effect of it being negative, and watch the whirlwind that will hit
Yeah,
my comments.
right.
Well, if you go on there
Let me
degrading
say
her
let me
and high siding her, you can
hold
just
on.
go on there and say,
No,
I don't think this is appropriate. It's not.
even
But
if
if
I
you go on
said
there saying
that,
she look like a
even
hippo and all this shit,
no, no, no,
that's
no,
different.
no, no, it wouldn't even go that far. Even if I said
It's
that I don't think it's
inappropriate.
appropriate,
Right.
a whirlwind would hit my comments.
Sure
You
will.
cannot talk about the female. A man cannot talk about the female form.
Why you danning her? Why you being this? Hell, I shared a picture of the other woman from I think Thor, the little black chick, no, from Creed. You know, the black chick that play old
Yeah, she
dude's
was on
husband.
Thor too.
Right.
Tessa Thompson.
And I shared her picture from the same event. And literally somebody jumped in the comments talking about why you talking about black women? I'm like, I'm not talking about this woman. What the hell do you see me post? Like I already instantly like I'm like, dude, I was just sharing the picture because it shows that there was a choice. She was at the same event, and this is
Right.
what
And
she
they
was.
did that. They did that with LeBron. They put LeBron wife up next to it too. And somebody said, "Yeah, but she done got cheated on so many times." I said, "What the hell does cheating got to do with anything?"
Right.
Well, my question is,
Hell,
all
that'll
right,
make her
hold
want
on.
to wear the outfit the Sierra
All right,
got
so
on. Let me
all right, so I'm gonna pull one out of your book. Let's circle back around to that. How do we know that LeBron's wife has been cheated on?
because
See,
it was in the little bitch the model bitch that came out and said she was fucking him.
no, it was. No, it came down saying that he had smashed Rihanna when he was
No, it
playing
was a model
in
chick
Miami.
named Kara somebody. I forgot the little this wasn't too long ago.
Oh, I'm gonna say because the only one I know about was the story that came out him
Yeah,
and
because
Clear.
Rihanna used to hook up.
Rihanna put his name. Yeah, when Rihanna said his name in
Yeah,
the song.
hell, I would believe that. But if they
Now,
said that,
shit, if quiet as it's kept, the
I
way
do believe that.
Beyonce be looking at him,
Now I do
they
believe
done
that.
had a extra longer second hug or something. Because
No,
when they go see him at the game, Beyonce eyes be focused like she
I
done.
don't. Honestly, I don't even think.
No,
And
I'm just
I
playing.
love me. I love me some
You better leave the
Beyonce, but the
beehive
Beehive.
alone.
Listen, I love Beyonce, but the Beehive going to be mad. But I just don't think. I don't really think Beyonce smart enough. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I really don't. It just
ooh.
I love her to death now. Don't get me wrong, nigga. That's a very
What
gold.
you mean she ain't smart enough? Hell, she's smart enough to
No, she's
get to get money with
no,
a
she ain't.
man that's 12 years older than her that
No,
looked like
she
a
ain't.
grandpa when he
First
was
of all,
with her.
hold up. Let's be real. Hold up. She's not getting money. She's a performer that pays people to manage her money. They go get her money for her. She is not the one doing the accounting, setting up the concerts. She is not nobody's manager.
But
All
she
she
getting
does,
paid.
but you ain't missing it. That's not her getting that money. That's other people getting her money for her, and she performs. She's not the smartest. Damn, she just graduated from high school 10 years ago. What are you saying? She, I mean, people didn't even know she didn't even finish high school. When she wrote that letter to that old elementary ass letter to Michelle Obama,
Oh
nigga,
shit.
she hadn't even graduated high school yet.
What?
Come on, man. She wrote a
Oh
letter.
man.
She
She
went
wrote
to prom. You don't remember
nigga,
her
she didn't
prom date?
well, she said it. She said it. She didn't graduate from high school.
That
She
Oh
girl
man.
ain't said this shit.
she did say that, man. You better go look at when she graduated from
Boy,
high school.
I'm not finna play with you.
Hell, I ain't talking. I don't now that I don't do that. I just don't pull some shit about my ass. You better go find it out because folks joked about it when she did that movie Gold Member. That's when it first started because they
That
were
was
saying
20
that
years ago.
nigga. But that's when it started. That's because they were talking about the fact of her English and how she was when she got on that movie. And so then all of a sudden, naturally they gonna start trying to find out what she done. But she ain't grad. She didn't go to high school, man. You better go look that shit up. But either way, I still don't think she's intelligent enough to. And again, let's not equate money and performance, entertainment with being, really savvy because you can pay folks to do your bidding for you. And so I just don't think on a personal level, as beautiful as she is, honestly, I don't think she would give a damn if somebody cheated on her. I don't. I don't. And I don't even think she woman enough to cheat on Jay-Z.
Shit, you better listen to that one song she
Yeah,
put
she
out.
ain't. I don't listen to no song to tell me no story. That woman ain't cheated on that nigga. She ain't smart enough. Damn. Shit.
Shit.
Her some Jay-Z, she always wanted to be a mother. And so she got babies by a billionaire. Nigga, she ain't finna go nowhere. I mean, okay, since we said that, so that means Jay-Z cheated and then she took him back. She still ain't smart.
That's why the whole album came. She was married.
Okay. But the point is, as Brock was saying,
Maybe marriage ain't an end all be all. I mean, cheating ain't an end all be all for her.
hey, maybe. I mean, again, that goes back to intelligence. I mean, I'm sorry.
I
Hey,
mean that that
But that's a lot of people.
that
Cheating
just
ain't an end
and,
all
yeah.
be all,
and
It
I
just
depending
was
depends
on.
on.
and I was still stand by that same thing. I mean, because if you don't mind another person touching your man or woman, and you still want to touch them, more power to you. And again, I would say, I got to question your intelligence. No matter who it is, I don't care, pastor, teacher, friend. I would still say the same thing. I'm gonna question your intelligence. Because if you telling me that you don't mind another person, man or woman, physically doing what you do to yours,
Nobody minds it. They probably just forgive.
Just some people
I
can
don't.
again,
recover.
Nobody.
Some people can recover from it. But I
again,
Yeah.
mean, you know,
and
and
I know it's people that's doing it, but I know folks that
If
have
you
done
want to
it.
share your woman, give me a call. My phone number is
Yeah, see, we got these
214-985.
erasers like that. Because all I'm gonna say is, if you did it once, why wouldn't you do it again? Easy Ray said
See,
he
it
okay.
depends on how.
Easy Ray
Shit,
said he
because you
got
can hurt a motherfucker to where you scare them into not ever thinking.
it. Hell no, you be coming up with so much shit, April. That's why I be loving you. You be just pulling shit
Hey,
up.
I'm just saying, hey,
I know. If I ever need an excuse for something, guess who I'm calling? Shit.
Ghostbusters.
No, I'm calling you. I'm gonna be
Oh
like
man.
April. Hey, I'll be like April. This is my situation right here. I need a good ass lie. I need.
And you know,
I really need you to help me out right here. What can I tell these folks? But no, it's no, I'm being
How
funny,
come we
man.
the only ones got our faces on here? Where your face at, April? Why you not live?
I know because you already know that.
boy, I ain't got my wig on.
That's why I'm
You
gonna
don't
say
need a
you
wig.
already know that if you don't see her
You
live.
supposed to be beautiful without a
Okay.
wig. We don't care if you bald.
Shit. No, not
No,
for I'm in the public eye.
right. And that just goes to show, she ain't even got enough love for us to be like, let me put my face
Nah.
on for the fellas or
Right,
I
something.
ain't got
right.
my wig on either. You don't see me complaining.
I'm sitting here in my bathroom.
That's worse than all of it. This
I
nigga
got
said,
to
See,
take cough drops every 2 seconds just to be on here talking.
bro, I said, nigga, I ain't got to
not the cold.
my
You need to
bathroom
drink
in
some
underground.
water. Get you some hot tea. Get you some
Right,
chamomile tea.
right. That's exactly what I said, boss. I was like, man, I'm finna get on this bitch with my bathrobe
Yeah.
on. Now what?
And, hey, I'm sitting up here looking what I'm gonna pour in my cup. I'm like, shit, what am I gonna
Which reminds me, I need to stock up on my
oh
wine. I
Lord.
have drunk all of the wine.
Man, look, we done exhaust this shit. I really can't wait to rise, come back and breathe. Especially Diamond. Cause this shit is really finna be lit. Listen, again, before I turn it back over to B Rock, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you guys follow us on our social media pages. Um, Again, Facebook, The Petty Crew, Instagram, The Petty Crew. We reached 10,000 some followers. So now I'm just trying to wait to see how Facebook handles
And
this.
that was the goal by the end of the year.
Yes, and we did
Mm-hmm.
that. We did that, and that took. I mean, we did that. So I want to salute y'all. It took 6 years, but that's just how long it takes when you just sticking to the shit you do. But we made it to 10,000 followers. Uh, and now I got to see how a nigga can get this blue check with Facebook because I want that on that. At first, I wasn't big on it, but since Twitter said we're gonna give y'all, you've been on here long enough. Uh, we got one on Twitter. I want one on Facebook. Man, let me tell you guys live the same way I told y'all privately. I received a call earlier this week before we got out of here. I turned over to Brock. I received a call from a young lady on my Facebook page. And my number has always been on Facebook. I've been on Facebook 13 years. My number ain't changed. And so, anybody can call me if we friends. And so I get a call at the blue from a young lady on my page, and she said, man, I love y'all show. I was like, well, damn, thank you. She said, look, it was my first time tuning in. She said, but I love y'all show. And of course, naturally, uh, as I tell you guys all the time, as the creator, sometimes I get tired and be like, damn, I like doing it because I didn't do it for a status, but we've been doing it for a while now. And so when I get these type of calls, it gives me just that much more energy. And that's why I was excited to do the show today because I was ready to get back with you guys because, you all make this show move. And again, just for me to hear, man, I like y'all show. I loved it. It really did something to me. Now, with that being said, next Tuesday, and I will probably post more information on it. I will be on my coach's show. I think it's called Your Boys Get Set Go. He's a all sports, coach. He's I told him when we talked yesterday when he sent me the information and we talked, I told him, you know, uh he's touched many lives. He know many celebrity athletes. Uh I contribute him into us meeting a lot of athletes outside of the public, outside of the cameras. That's why I can say I know Dion because Dion was coming up there fucking with us, and even after that, just on who he was outside the cameras, and he was the man that was making that stuff happen. Nate Newton, I mean, you name it, he has coached and pepped up all type of champions. And he told me, he said, you know what? I never looked at it like that. I say, Coach, when you're doing the work, you never thinking about what you're doing. But I'm telling you, as a former athlete, I say, did you not coach us to championships? You know what? You know what, Steve? You right. I say, didn't you not coach this person to a championship? I say, was not my second leg the state champion in track in 1997? You coached that. And so, I'm looking forward to being on that show. I will share more information as Tuesday come around. Um, listen, if any one of you guys want to accompany me to come, just let me know. It is downtown Dallas where we used to do the after party radio. It's another radio show in that area, so it will be in that same similar area. So I want to invite you guys, if any one of you guys want to accompany me, because of course, naturally I'm going to speak on the Petty Crew. And so I would love to have one of you guys with me if you're able to make it. I think that would make the show much better. No particular topic, because Coach, I already know I could talk over whatever. So we just go have a good time, but I am excited about that. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to the host of our show, Brock, to take us up out of here.
Man, hey, like Boss Hog said, man, we really appreciate y'all. We are the Petty Crew. It ain't a one man show, one woman show. It's a crew. It's a gang of us. We
That's
all
right.
bring our own unique little flavor to it. But as a collective, we are
Yes,
unstoppable.
sir. Yes,
That
sir.
being said, man, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in every week. Thank y'all for helping us to get to 10,000 plus, getting that blue check on Twitter. Um, Before we head up out of here, Easy Ray, you got anything to say to the people?
Yeah, I'm Easy Ray. I can be reached at easyray29 at yahoo.com for all the ladies that love to rub men's feet.
Indeed.
Hey,
Indeed.
hey, shout out Brother Burns. Brother David Burns said he's watching from City Hill, Texas. Shout out, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, B.
Indeed. Appreciate you, Burns. Appreciate you. April, what you got for the people before we get up out of here?
All right, y'all can follow me on Facebook at April O'Neil. It's me on the profile picture. Well, it's not me, but it's me on the profile picture. But and also just it's with it still being Women's Month. I just want to leave a little quote for the ladies.
Hey,
Make
come
that
on,
money.
girl.
Don't let them make you.
Oh, wow.
Already.
Hit me up, ladies. I ain't playing. Hit me up with them feet, ladies. Come on.
Make that money. Don't let it make you. So
Oh, man.
y'all have a good night.
That's what's up. And I am B Rock. You can find me at Brock is Great on all social media platforms. And again, we are the Petty Crew. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Until next week. Peace.
Peace.